That's that area, right? That's that area, right?
Yeah, but I'm staying at it.
I'd get frustrated. Right? And I'm guessing you probably go back to that area and prove yourself. But look, man, I am not who you think I am. Let me earn my spot here. Let me earn your respect. That seems the type of person you probably are. Try to work things out the right way.
Yeah, I'll try to work things out.
Okay. But everybody has a breaking point. Everybody does.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Quick step and go. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
a little extra time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll give it to Johnson. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Georgia going up tempo. Off play action. Still looking on the move. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, and now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wingo. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! And run for 6. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. He throws one to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the right. And he dropped it, just didn't move the thing all the way in.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that if you feature and you find them and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now the play fake. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Hands it off. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Crosses the 35, out of bounds. downs there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On the move. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Tries to get it on the ground. Gets headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a 1-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Hudson. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on third down. Steps away. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Hardy. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down himself. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Floating away. The short hands. It's Hardy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the the pick.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up 14 over USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Right back to the well. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his man. It's Ringo. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football now.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. On the move at the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Longhorn! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Coming out with it, it's Evans. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, looking for a man. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding.
There he goes! He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hardy. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Hudson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try.